Hello, lovely people. Why did I not do my intro? Hi, it's Haley. Welcome to another bookish video. This is so weird because I never do this. I'm doing the thing where you like film the intro after the vlog is already done. So now I'm like, I hold the secrets to the universe. I know how this vlog already went. I know the ride you're about to go on with me, and I don't want to give anything away, but it is a wild one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into me reading 4 summer thrillers. In this video, I read My Summer Darlings by May Cobb, One of the Girls by Lucy Clark, Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance by I don't remember, and A Familiar Stranger by A.R. Torre. So that's what you can expect from this little reading vlog. Have a good time. Hello vlog, I just got off sprints with my patrons. It was so fun. It's always such a good time. I love those girlies. We were actually on for 4 hours, which was crazy, but I started One of the Girls by Lucy Clark and I'm really liking it. I got to just past the 50% mark and things are already happening. I am flying through this and I love the vibes. But before I give you my like full update on what I think about it, let me give you a synopsis. Basically, this is a travel-y, like summer vibes kind of destination thriller. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a destination thriller. I was gonna call it a domestic thriller, but it's really not. It follows a girls' trip to Greece for this one woman's hen party, which is basically a bachelorette party, but that's how they refer to it in the UK. So this is a British thriller. If you have weird things about that, just be aware of that. I love British thrillers, so I really like the different language and stuff like that. But these 6 women go on this trip to Greece, and as things are happening, a murder takes place, but we're not there yet. Secrets are just unfolding. There's a lot of drama. There is like friend obsession in here, which I love that trope. At first, I thought that it was the maid of honor that was just like weirdly obsessed with the bride, and that was where the like stalkery, obsession-y kind of things were coming from. But the more I'm reading, the more I feel like maybe that was a red herring, because everything is getting confused. Like there's just a lot of subplots going on where it feels like there are different women having different obsessions with each other, and it's like this whole circle of obsession. It's very creepy and unsettling, but it's on this backdrop of this like beautiful Grecian vacation. I don't know, it is such a weird juxtaposition, but I'm really loving it. I really love just the vibes. It is very summery. If you want to go on a mental vacation, pick this up. I was telling my patrons, like, honestly, this plot is really good and really interesting, but I don't even need the plot. I could honestly just read the vibes, like the descriptions of what the girls are wearing and the weather and the scenery and what they're eating. Like I could read a whole book of just that. I feel like I'm in Greece. I love it. But the drama is good and fun too. So a huge bomb just got dropped at the 50% mark that like kind of explains a little bit of the obsession triangle that I'm seeing here. But there's also just a lot going on. So this is definitely not a boring one. If you need a pool read or a beach read, this would be such a fun one. I wish I could have a drink in my hand as I was reading this on sprints, which I usually do have a drink on sprints, but I have clients later, so I could not do that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I need to go run a couple errands. I'm looking for gifts for some people. I have a lot of summer birthdays in my life, so I need to go do that. And I also have to ship out some of my books that sold on Pango. If you want to shop my Pango Books store, unfortunately it's US only, which sucks, but if you are in the US and you want to shop my books that I'm selling off my shelves, I'm also going to put a bunch on there because we're moving and I'm going to do a big unhaul before I move. I will link my store down below so you can shop that. But yeah, that's kind of what I have to do. So if I make any progress in the book later, I will update you. But for now, those are the plans. Who is he? Who is he?
What is that?
We are home from Errands. I'm currently DIYing this picture frame for my friend. I picked out all the little beads that she would like, and then I'm also finding little words. Cameron was helping me. We have cute girlies, bestie slay, hot, period. Oh my god, I should try to do period. Okay, took a break from making the gift to make some dinner. We have some red beans and rice. And my dad actually made this boudin. So I'm cooking up some boudin to put in there. If you don't know what boudin is, it's like a rice sausage. It's a Cajun thing. Hee hee. Cajun people only. Haha. You're out, not in the club. Just kidding. Yeah, so that's the situation. Have some wine, and hopefully I'll get to my book while this is simmering away. Vlog. It's been all day. I haven't spoken to you yet, but last night in my gorgeous little summery bath with my lemon bath bomb, which was just the perfect match for the book that I was reading, I ended up finishing One of the Girls by Lucy Clark, and I'm so glad that I did. It was so fast-paced at the end, and I really enjoyed it. At one point around like the 85% mark, I looked at my hands and I was like,
I'm so pruny. I need to get out of here.
but did I? No, because I needed to know what happened more. And I absolutely love the way that everything came together. It was definitely not what I was expecting. You know, I was expecting just like your typical girly drama that leads to murder. And taking like a little twist on that, I really liked it. There was a point where I did see what ended up happening coming, but I wasn't bothered by it. Like, I don't think this book needs to be completely unpredictable, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I enjoyed what it did, and some of the twists were surprising. There were a lot of red herrings, but even though I did actually see what was coming probably a chapter or two before it actually happened, I'm not going to knock it for that, because I enjoyed the book and the way that it was crafted so much. I really connected with a lot of the characters, and I actually thought it had a lot of great commentary on just female friendships, female identity, sexuality, all of these complex women's issues. Had great commentary towards the end where I was like, oh, okay, this is not just a thriller. Like, this has something to tell me. And I love when books have that really clear message. So I gave it 5 stars. I wasn't going to give it 5 stars. And then I was, you know, doing my review on Storygraph, and I'm like, it feels wrong to give it a 4. And I feel like I maybe give out 5 stars too easily, but I don't know, the atmosphere was there, the characters were there, the setting was there, the twists were there, the plot was there. Like, I genuinely cannot find something to complain about. And I feel like that deserves a 5 stars. So I highly recommend this one for the summer. If you're looking for the vibes and the drama, this is the one, and hopefully it'll surprise you with a little bit of, you know, substance at the end. And then you probably saw in the B-roll while I was laying out after my run this morning, I started Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance, and this is not what I was expecting at all, like at all. When I heard Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance, I thought it was gonna be like a mystery, like figuring out what happened in the wake of someone's disappearance. This is not that, but I actually really enjoy what this is. It's another one of those kind of meandering, character-driven stories that just like sink their teeth into you, and I really like things like that, that like just give you a peek into somebody's life. And in this book, we are following this young girl in the 90s as she loses her sister. And the whole book is written in a second person's point of view. So it says, you did this, you wanted that when you left, da 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 da. And the book is basically written to the sister who died. And we know exactly how it happened. I would say probably about 20% through the book, it's revealed the sister's death scene happens, but we know that she has passed away from the very first chapter of the book, and we just get to see how that sister relationship unfolds, how the sister's death affects the entire family, how they kind of pick up the pieces and move on from there. So there's a lot of themes of just like coping with grief, with depression. There's a lot of intricate family dynamics and just community dynamics, like things going on in the community. I also really like the 90s and early 2000s nostalgia. I think if you were born in the 90s like these characters and like myself, you will really connect to this, especially if you were like, you know, young elementary age in the 90s and you had siblings. Like the things that you and your siblings would do is exactly what these girls are doing. At least if you grew up in the suburbs like I did. I feel like me and my brother did very similar things to these siblings in this book. So I don't know, I just really like it. It's not a mystery, it's not a thriller, it's not what I was expecting. I started reading it and I was like,
oops, should I still include this in the vlog?
And I decided I am going to, because I'm still really liking the book, and I might as well just give you my thoughts on it. But there's a very few mystery thriller elements. I want to call it a historical fiction, but like it's the 90s and early 2000s, like that doesn't sound historical to me, but it's not a contemporary because it doesn't take place today. So it's kind of fitting in that weird category of like, I don't know, Malibu Rising, where you feel the nostalgic vibes. And actually this book reminds me a lot of Malibu Rising because it isn't slow paced, but it is character driven. It's super exciting and it has a lot of summer vibes. There were many scenes already at the pool. The community pool is very prevalent in the book. So reading it at the pool for me was just great vibes. And I'm really liking it. So I'm at about the 33% mark. I'm about a third of the way through. When I reach the 2/3 of the way point, I will let you know, but I'm about to go do my sessions for the day. I'll see you later. Vlog, it is the next day. I just got back from the gym, showered. I'm about to get ready to do session meetings, things, etc. But I wanted to give you an update. I am about 70% of the way through Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance, and everyone is kind of like slowly descending into madness. It's like this very character-driven portrait of a family that is crumbling because no one has dealt with their grief with the death of the sister of our main character. So it's a really just like disturbing, I wouldn't say disturbing, it's just like scary to watch these people unravel so slowly over time, because it's like you're getting used to it and it's almost like it doesn't seem bad, the state of how things are. But then when you think about how things were at the beginning of the book when the sister was alive, it's like, wow, things have really gone downhill here, which is, that's family trauma, folks. So I really am liking it, but it's definitely a little bit unsettling. But I'm still really enjoying it. It actually reminds me a lot of a musical. Wow, she's a theater girl. If you are a musical theater person and you know the show Next to Normal, that is like my favorite musical of all time. And the storyline with the mom is really reminding me of that show, which I like. And I also just like kind of the melancholy air of the book, but this is definitely not a thriller, and it is slower paced. So just keep that in mind if you want to pick this book up. I'm glad that I actually picked this one up for this video, because I think a lot of people might pick this up thinking it's a mystery, but it's definitely not. But whatever it is, I'm still really liking it. So I will try to finish today and give you my final update. I'm gonna taste test the pineapple passion fruit thing. It literally tastes like a pina colada because I got it with coconut milk. Yeah, she slaps. A good little treat. You know, sometimes you just deserve a treat. I deserve a treat every day. When he's home for the summer, not being a teacher.
Catch the yolk run. I messed it up.
It's okay.
We got the ASMR yolk run upon serving.
You can make me breakfast. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Got my little peonies. Got my little breakfast. Hey besties, don't mind Cam in the back. He's just gonna be eating his eggs back there. I actually finished Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance before I have to go do my stuff today. Literally sped through it because I needed to know what was going to happen. Basically, we were seeing the sister who is still alive grow up, and like how the trajectory of her life was changed by losing her sister. And I just wanted to see like the person that she became, because there's all these different paths that she kind of tries out. And I just wanted to see where she ended up, because it was alluding to like a fiance, and I was like, is this guy that it kind of like leads you to believe, like, is that her fiance? So I sped through it, and honestly, it did not work out the way that I wanted, but I don't really want to fault the book for that, because I don't think it needs to always end up the way that you want it to be. And the way that I wanted was a happy ending. I don't necessarily know if a happy ending was necessary for this story, but I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars in my final review, because the ending was fine. It was not what I wanted, but again, that's not why I'm taking off half a star. I'm taking it off because the ending was a bit ambiguous, like part of it was open, and I feel like it just cut off in a weird spot. I wanted to know the full concrete end of this family's story after spending so much time with them, instead of it just like cutting off, you know? Like, I really want to follow up to spend more time with these characters. I thought it was just like something feels unfinished for me, the reader. And I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I don't know. It just couldn't quite be a 5-star for me, even though I was really, really enjoying the characters and the emotions and the setting and just the writing style, that melancholy, character-driven writing style. Loved it. But yeah, 4.5 out of 5 stars for that. The next book I think I'm going to get into is My Summer Darlings by May Cobb. It is a catty little dramatic domestic thriller. I don't know if I'll be able to start that today, because I know that I already mentioned it, but I have to do like actual work things for the rest of the day. So I don't know when I will get back to you, but when I do, you'll see it in the next clip. Bye. I'm home from my sessions, done with my meetings, just made a beautiful little cheese board, kind of obsessed with her, and also have onion chive, but she did not fit on the board. The last spot was taken by the fig spread, but she's still a cutie nonetheless. And we have baguettes in the oven these mini baguettes from Trader Joe's. So excited. They're about to come out in 1 minute. The last thing I need is wine. I need 2 hands to do this. Hey guys, we are home from our little lunch. I had clients this morning. I've literally been running around like a crazy person all day, but I haven't read anything, but I do have an update for you. I finished my friend's little birthday basket. Look, I can't believe I made this. Like, this is so cute. Are you kidding me? I'm so excited to give it to her. I also got her a couple books, and I got myself this one too, so we can buddy read it. In a little mug, spill the tea. It's so cute. Yay! I'm so excited. And I actually have 2 more sessions tonight. So, you know, she's just a working girl. Not a working girl, but you know what I mean. So I don't know if I'll get a chance to read. I also have to stay up late tonight editing. Stay on the grind. I have a sponsored video due tomorrow. So gotta do that. Don't know if I'll have time to start My Summer Darlings because I want to like actually pay attention to it. When I start it, I don't want to just like read 10 pages at a time. I can't get into a book that way. So probably won't start until tomorrow. Vlog. It is the next day. I, as you saw, went and had a little matcha coffee meetup with my friend who I hadn't seen in a while, so it was great catching up with her. And then I had clients came out of my sessions to literally every person under the sun texting me, do you see what's going on? Look at the news, blah 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 blah, because I'm afraid to even say the name about it on this video because I think it's gonna probably get me demonetized, but the road decision happened and I'm just like very much in a state of not understanding how this happened. So yeah, just in a very weirdo place right now. I'm trying to get some stuff done, editing stuff for sponsorships, and I just keep getting distracted, and it's like, these questions are going through my mind. How did we get here? Wow. All right. We're taking it back to before like the 60s. All right. Just living in reverse here. It's fine. It's actually not fine. Funny, but not haha funny, you know? So that's where I'm at. Also, my hair is a rat's nest. So I'm going to start My Summer Darlings and try to dissociate and experience some semblance of joy. Hope y'all are doing well out there. Start stockpiling your birth control. Okay, see you later. This is actually kind of crazy because the first chapter The first chapter starts on June 25th, and it is currently June 24th. So I will be reading this at the same time that this is actually supposed to be taking place. Hey besties, it is much later. As you can see, it is dark. But I am a quarter of the way through why do I keep wanting to call this the fucking Hunting Wives? It's not that. It is called My Summer Darlings. I am a quarter of the way through My Summer Darlings, and I love it. I literally love it. This is so easy to read. It is just like flying by. It is classic Southern domestic thriller. All the ladies are doing the gossip and spilling their secrets. One of the three women that we're following, her whole perspective is just diary entries, which I love. I just feel like I'm a little sneak who gets to peek in her diary and get the tea. So yeah, it's really interesting. I don't remember if I gave y'all a synopsis, so I'll just give you a short one now. Basically, this new intriguing man moves to this town, this little suburb outside of Dallas, and he's intriguing to the three women in this friend group that kind of like run the town. And two of them come from money, and one of them is the only one that's single, and she's kind of like the quirky girl next door who just went through a divorce, and she's like trying to find her footing. So it's like obviously she is going to be set up to be with this man who is not single or like ambiguously single. So there's definitely like dating drama, which is interesting, but there's also just like tea and drama with the stuff in the town, with their kids, with like other women. I don't know. It's just very dramatic, very entertaining. If you like Southern domestic thrillers, ooh, you will eat this up. It is perfect for the summer. Like I said, just so easy to read. It's like gossiping with a girlfriend. We'll probably get to the halfway point before I go to sleep tonight, but I probably won't update again because I look like this. Do you really want to see this in this lighting for another clip? No. So I will see you in the morning. Hi vlog, it is the next morning. I just woke up. I got to sleep in because it is Saturday. So I just want to read my book this morning before Cameron and the dogs wake up and I have to, start my day with them. But before I started reading again, I wanted to let you know that I did make it to the halfway point in My Summer Darlings before I went to sleep. This book is just so bingeable. It is so easy to read. And we pretty much know who the bad person is, who the evil person is at this point. It was revealed at the halfway point, but we don't know who the victim or victims are yet because everyone's kind of tangled up in this mess of being obsessed with this guy. All three women in this group of friends are all obsessed with him, but they don't know that the others are obsessed with him. It's just like, it's so secretive and so filled with betrayal and drama that it just sucks you in. It's like bad reality TV. It's so good though. It's very addictive, and I just want to know who gets themselves in this situation where it's like a murder or something is happening where most of the chapters will say this says a Wednesday, July 17th, and then there will be a chapter that says present. And the present chapters are always I was laying in the dirt, struggling to breathe, looking for my phone, somebody's being attacked. And again, like I said, in one of those present chapters, the attacker was revealed, but we don't know who's in that situation. And I'm it has to be one of these three women. I have a theory that it's somebody else, but I'm not gonna give that away. I don't know. I'm just really, really into it. Yay. I'm so excited that I really like this one and that I'm really liking everything that I'm picking up for this vlog. So I'm going to continue reading probably until Cameron wakes up. I don't know if that'll get me a couple chapters in or I might finish the book, but you'll find out when I see you next. Hey, Cam woke up. I still look a mess. We walked the dogs. I got up, but literally I sat right back down to read this book because I am at about the 80% mark. Everything's going crazy. Everything's going off the rails. It's like that third act thriller thing where everyone starts emerging and coming to the surface and all the secrets are being revealed. Oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. I feel like I'm gonna finish this in literally an hour. I'm about to speed read because I need to know what the hell's going on. Oh, okay, see you soon. I am still reading. I'm about 90% in, but I had a thought. I would say if you like Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix, you like the vibes in there, you like the twist, all of that, I think you would really like this book, but it doesn't have speculative elements. And I know for my mom, when she read that book, she was like, it was difficult to get on board with the speculative horror stuff. This is like Southern Book Club's Guide without speculative horror. Has very similar vibes. All these Southern women like flitting around to each other's houses and being curious about the man at the end of the block, like the new guy. And right now somebody's trying to sneak into his house. There's a scene where she's sneaking into the house and it's just like filling me with this feeling of dread. I'm like, girl, don't go in there, don't go in there. And it's reminding me of the same scene in Southern Book Club's Guide where she goes in the house and we all know what happens with the roaches and the rats. So I'm just like having that thought. Like if you like that book, I think you will like My Summer Darlings as well. Hello. I did finish, almost said the Hunting Wives again, kill me. I did finish My Summer Darlings and I want to give you an update about it, but we had to run to Target because I'm picking up bookshelves. For those of you who don't know, we're moving, and when we move, we'll have a 2-bedroom, so I can have a whole room for my shelves. It's gonna be my office, but it's also gonna be a library, so yay for me. And here they are, we're getting our shelves. So we won't set up everything for a while, but it's good to have them, and I got them on sale, so the moving vlogs and building my library vlogs are on the way. I also just had to show you guys the cutest thing I've maybe ever bought off Amazon. This thing is so cute. This vase is just like a little bag. Like, oh my God, I just picked up my flowers. So I put a couple peonies from Trader Joe's in there. Moch, are you okay? Okay, well, you were coughing, so just making sure. Is this not the cutest thing you've literally ever seen in your entire life, in your whole existence? Yeah, same. Hello, vlog. I am refreshed and I'm ready to tell you my full thoughts on My Summer Darlings. Oh my goodness. I really enjoyed this book. I think it's a super fun thriller. I would recommend it, especially if you're looking for a summertime thriller, but it's not a perfect book, okay? This is one that I know was a good time. I had a fabulous time reading it over the past less than 24 hours. It was such a quick read, so fun. This is not a literary masterpiece, but that doesn't take away from my enjoyment at all. I rated this a 3.5 out of 5 stars, which is not bad. That is above average, but I'll tell you the issues that I had. The first one is the theory that I had about the twist was actually correct. So I was able to predict it. Again, I don't know if that necessarily took away from my enjoyment because it was kind of like a yes, I knew it, like kind of moment, but I did want to consider that in my rating. It was a little predictable. Also, in the big final like scuffle fight scene, there were some plot holes. Like there were a few of these, but just to give you an example, one character, her ankles were described as like shredded and she couldn't walk. It wasn't that gory. That makes the book sound really gory. It wasn't. But her ankles were described that way. And then later in the scene, it said she was wearing combat boots. So like how would her ankles be shredded and the other women see that and like it be so descriptive if she was wearing, you know, combat boots? Oh my God, no free feet pics. Cameron's like, laughing at me. You know, combat boots cover your ankles. So it was just little things like that that took me out of the story and made me go like, what?
What's happening?
So yeah, it's definitely not a perfect book. And the last scene was very odd to me. I like the way that it ended and the way that things wrapped up. I liked the plot in general. Obviously, it went with my theory, so it was kind of what I wanted to happen in the book. But I feel like the last scene just wasn't executed well. I was totally fine giving this a 4-star. It was a really good 4-star book until that last scene. Just something about it, it like fell flat. Like I see what May Cobb was trying to do with that. 100%. She was trying to say like this wasn't quite a happy ending and then like leave one last little bombshell for us. But for me, it just wasn't the right character for that choice and it didn't quite work. I really wanted it to work, but the stakes just weren't high enough for me personally for it to have an impact on me. So I think if you don't take this too seriously and you enjoy it, this could totally be a 5-star read for somebody. For me, because I'm being critical and because I've read so many thrillers, 3.5. Like I said, not bad at all. Super fun time. I do not regret picking this up at all, but not perfection, not a literary masterpiece, not gonna win any Pulitzer prizes or whatever the fuck. All right, we are finally to the last book that I'm gonna be reading for this vlog, and it's the finale because it's probably the book that I am most excited about. You guys know I love A.R. Torre so much. The Girl in 6E is like my favorite series ever, so I'm really excited to read A Familiar Stranger, which is A.R. Torre's newest release. It will come out in September, so I'm giving you guys a super early review and gonna give you the tea. I'm gonna get into it, and when I have thoughts, I will let you know.
Why are we here?
Because I got free gift cards from my students.
Y'all students, they need to come up with some better places other than Sonic. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be at this place.
You know you're gonna enjoy your popcorn chicken.
I really am.
Don't even front.
I'm not fronting. I'm just wishing it was Whataburger.
We had Whataburger last night.
Shh.
Hello vloggy vlog. It's been a minute, but I just wanted to let you know. It's actually been like 2 days. Oops. I've just been in a slump, literally only reading Stranger Things fan fiction because I'm in my Eddie Munson era. That's my boyfriend. I don't know what this is. I only stan Eddie. I only know Eddie. I don't know anyone named Cameron. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm seriously in a slump. I don't know if A Familiar Stranger put me in a slump, but that's what I'm currently experiencing. I am on Reader Dare Sprint right now, which is so fun. We are just like hanging, reading, etc. So I'm about to dive back into A Familiar Stranger. I'll just be a good girl, okay? I'll read for the vlog and not read the fucking phenomenal fan fiction that someone here on BookTube wrote that I don't really want to expose them, but like, she's so amazing. Like, I kind of want to. Anyway, we're jumping back in. Hopefully I'll have an update for you. Peace. Hi vloggy vlog. I am a quarter of the way through a familiar stranger. And there's a reason why I'm in a little bit of a slump, and it's not just the fan fiction. I don't know, something about this book, I just don't feel connected to any of the characters. I'm only 25% in, and already I've mixed up multiple characters with multiple other characters. Like, there's just nothing defining about them at all. They all have basic white people names. I'm mixing them up. I literally don't know what's happening. I don't even know how to give you a synopsis because there's literally nothing going on. Like, basically this woman, she thinks her husband's having an affair. And so she is like investigating that, which I hate when thrillers have this like affair storyline. Like, I literally don't care who's cheating on who. I don't give a fuck about it. It's not important to me. It's not intriguing to me. So that's going on. And this woman's job is she works as an obituary author. Like, she writes the obituaries for significant people in the paper. And so she does this thing where when she doesn't want to be herself because it's depressing and she has such a boring life and she's just like this lady with a child and there's nothing more to her and her husband's cheating on her and it's just sad, sad, sad. When she wants to escape the harsh reality of her life, she becomes one of the people and like pretends to be a dead person who she wrote like a really honorable and like exciting obituary about. Because, you know, like in an obituary, like you want to capture the essence of a person and like what made that person great and blah, blah, blah. And like everyone's sad they're gone. So she is becoming these other people when she's talking to just like random men or like people on Twitter. I don't know. It's just like, I don't really care about this lady pretending to be the people that she wrote obituaries about. And I don't care about her affair. I just, I'm not into it. But at least it's going by quick. Once I like sat down and started reading it, it like goes by quick. So I'm going to keep sprinting and keep pushing through this book. And I will let you know when I'm at the halfway point if it gets better. Hello vlog, I have Mochi here with me. There is a thunderstorm in full force outside, which is really giving me good reading ambiance right now. I just hit the halfway point of A Familiar Stranger. It's not getting really any better for me. It's just, you know, drama going back and forth with the husband and the wife and the husband and the wife and the husband and the wife. And it's like, yeah, things have happened at this point, but they're just not high stakes to me. They're not thrilling to me. This is not a thriller. This is just a lady's messy life. I just don't think it's that entertaining at all. I think thrillers are entertaining when they have, you know, domestic centered drama, when it's like a group of people in a neighborhood or like really interesting rich people. But these people are just like regular old people and their drama. Like, I really don't care. I don't care. And I don't want to end this book on a DNF, so I am gonna push through, especially because we still have like 4 more hours of sprints, so I have time to dedicate to reading this book. But I'm sad we're ending on a not as great one when we already had so many good books in this video. It has been going downhill though. We'll just have to see. I'm gonna keep reading.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, I'm 67% through, about 2/3 of the way, and something happened. I don't know how I feel about it. It was definitely a twist, but it's a weird one. I don't know where this is going at all. I don't know why this is the new thing for like thriller authors who are usually just domestic thriller queens to like all of a sudden come out with speculative twists, but that's what's happening here. So if you're not a fan of that, definitely don't recommend this for you. But this could possibly change things for me, could make things better. I don't know. I'm gonna keep reading. We'll see. Thunder's going crazy out there. Hi vlog, it is the next morning and I did in fact push through and finish A Familiar Stranger on the Reader Dare sprints, And I'm gonna give this book 1 star, which is very disappointing for me, especially because this is so highly anticipated. I absolutely love A.R. Torre. I've loved so many of her books in the past that are favorites, but this one just did not do it for me. I don't think the stakes were high enough. It wasn't really thrilling at all until the end. And by that point, I had not cared about the book and the characters and the plot for so long that it just didn't really have an impact on me. I also predicted like the big shocker, or I guess there were 2 like big shockers that were supposed to be crazy in the plot. I predicted them after like maybe 3 or 4 chapters. This just felt like it was giving Kirsten Modglin to me, and I don't really like her books that much. It just felt like lazy writing. It felt like, you know, you're just playing on all the thriller tropes. There was nothing new, nothing inventive, nothing to keep my attention. So when this comes out in September, do not waste your time on it. Definitely do not waste your money on it. Y'all know I'm an A.R. Torre stan, but this one was just not it for me. So sucks to be ending the vlog on a 1 star. This truly went downhill over the course of this video. Like, we kicked off with a 5 star, and now we're ending on a 1 star, but oh well, say la vie. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got a couple good recommendations. I really enjoyed the 3 previous books that I read in this video. So if you enjoyed this one as well, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to go to therapy and read a book this week. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!